Oh, I did it first time. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Now, my Tube Mixer Sound Reviews ABBA video is on the way later tonight. It's all in the can done. But I wanted to come on here to pay tribute to Irene Cara because I'll wave to you. Hello. So, Irene Cara, in case you haven't heard the news, has died at the age of 63. Of course, best known for hits, the title songs to Fame and Flashdance, What a Feeling, two of the biggest films of the 80s. And Fame really was, massive. It was the High School Musical of its day, really. Unlike High School Musical, that was set in high school, an ordinary high school, Fame was set in a drama school. And the title song gave Irene a big hit all around the world. I think big, enormous international hit. That was in 1980. 3 years later, she would do Flashdance, What a Feeling. And although, unlike Fame, she wouldn't star in Flashdance, she would just contribute the title song. And Flashdance for me is one of the quite essential disco songs, like Bacara's Yes Sir, I Can Boogie, and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Don't Leave Me This Way. It starts off slow, and then eventually it goes all in, and if you were to play it at a party, or a wedding, or a disco, or if you're doing a DJ set for a festival, it starts off slow, and then immediately, as soon as it starts, everyone gets on the floor and dance to it. I think Flashdance is really popular. It turned into a karaoke favourite, and it's a very popular song. The video to Fame, it doesn't feature scenes from the film, I don't think. Well, not the one I've seen. Features Irene Cara basically just dancing in, I think, the streets of New York, maybe. It's in America. And, because I think she's next to Broadway. So, yeah, that'll be, is that in New York? Geography is not my greatest strength, I have to say. But yes, a fantastic song, Fame, of course, an 80s classic, and, two of the biggest songs of the 80s and the films as well. And Fame, the title song also featured backing vocals from a certain Luther Vandross, which I didn't know until I checked the credits and personnel. I did not know that. Isn't it amazing? I mean, Luther Vandross did start as a backing singer for Chic, and then they did backing vocals for him. So nice. And Luther Vandross, another great musician who is no longer with us, but absolutely just fantastic with his music. And although Fame was made into a TV series, Irene Cara chose not to reprise her role, although the song High Fidelity certainly captured the sound of the title song from the film, which was credited to the kids from Fame, Valerie Lindsberg, I think her name was. And in fact, Gary Davis had her on Sounds of the 80s because it was the 40th anniversary, I think, of Fame, the TV series. I think it must have been because, otherwise Irene Cara would, if she wanted to be more involved, but because it was the TV series, she wasn't. And Star Maker. So the TV series actually did very well. In the 80s, used to be on Thursday nights after Top of the Pops, I think, or was it before? Was it Fame and then Top of the Pops? But obviously, if you're a music fan in the 80s, then, well, it'd be perfect for you. Irene also had... Oh, thank you. I'll wave to you. Where was I? Oh, yes, Irene also had a band called Hot Caramel. Yes, we have Hot Chocolate. She had a band called Hot Caramel. I can't remember if they were a backing band or whether she had some hits. Well, I don't think she had any really big hits with them, if she did, because Fame and Flashdance, and I think pretty much that was it in terms of big hits. But she would keep being a singer, and in fact, it seems keeping with the theme of films, she sang the wonderful Love Survives with Freddie Jackson, formerly of band Mystic Merlin. You may remember them for their hit Just Can't Give You Up, which is sort of, well, I thought it was funny this. It was like Groove Jet written for a commercial jingle mixed with Groove Jet, basically. Spiller and Sophie Ellis-Bextor's hit, of course. But, yeah, Mystic Merlin was a hit for them. And, in fact, it's quite fun. Well, this is before Freddie joined the group, but you should see a very bizarre Top of the Pops performance where they lift the woman, or well, appear to lift the woman off the bed. It's a very strange performance, but truly living up to their name, I suppose. So yes, with Freddie Jackson anyway, she sang the song Love Survives from the film All Dogs Go to Heaven. I think it's the second one, or is it the first one? I do apologise. I just wanted to come on here and do a short tribute to Irene, because Fame, you know, I've heard it so many times on the radio. Flashdance, you know, they're big songs. I've been to parties, I've been to discos, and, you know, I've often heard them because, excuse me, the curse of the Instagram Live, the curse of the Instagram live stream starts again. I'm starting to lose my voice as well. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I'm fine until I do these, and then it all goes wrong. But yeah. So yes, it's continuing with the theme of the 90s of getting pop artists to do a duet at the ending credits. Irene continued that, as I said, doing Love Survives with Freddie Jackson. A strange film, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Burt Reynolds, the voice of him, and Judith Barnsley, I think, who very sadly never got to see the film. She died very, very young, who is the voice of the girl. Yeah, very tragic story for her. Strange film, yeah. It's a kids' movie, but goodness me, yeah, be careful, because it's just, you'd think Don Bluth, and you think they'd be on drugs. It's a very, very strange film. But yeah, it's not the most famous film. Love Survives didn't translate into a chart, although it should have been, because I think it's a very strong pop song, and I feel that it should have been the hit, but obviously it didn't. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, the ones you think there should be hits just aren't for some reason. They don't connect, so... So yeah, I mean, that's really. Well, it was only going to be a short one, so thank you for watching. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel as soon as it's done, so you can replay, and of course it'll be on Instagram if you couldn't join me live. Irene, thank you for the music and the memories. I mean, Fame and Flashdance. I'm actually going to have a listen to them now, I think, once I've done this, and just to pay tribute to you, and yeah, listen and enjoy the music, and just say thank you. And if you want to pay tribute to Irene, well, how about you get in her honour? I mean, there's no better way. Why don't you have some hot caramel? Obviously, don't burn yourself. But yeah, why don't you get some hot caramel? Because, of course, her band was Hot Caramel. So, yeah, I think there's no better tribute. You could have hot caramel while listening to Flashdance or Fame or both. It's up to you. But yeah, rest in peace, Irene, and thank you for the music and the memories. Right, well, only a short one, but very shortly, it's in the can, as they say. Album's 2021 album, Voyage, which I meant to review last year when it came out, but didn't happen for some reason. Well, it's finally happening, and it's going to be on its way to YouTube shortly on the Tube Mix YouTube channel. And excuse me, I will see you next time. So thank you for watching, and yeah, Irene, thanks for the music, and thanks for the memories. Oh, and thank you too for watching. Right, I will see you soon.